Welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett with your host, Audrey Bell-Kearney, where we keep you informed, inspired, and ahead of the curve. Tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Audrey dives into the latest strategies and tools to help you leverage AI to grow your local business. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or just curious about the future of business, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to innovate, elevate, and dominate in Gwinnett County and beyond.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, all of my friends around the world. It's a rainy day here in Georgia, 42 degrees, going up to a high of 49. Had a nice day yesterday, though. It was like 55 degrees, so I was like, that's pretty darn cool. Because we haven't had that in a couple of weeks. It's been freezing and snowing, and I heard we got more snow coming in on the 31st, so you best believe I will not wait till the last minute. As a matter of fact, I'm going to the store today to make sure I have everything I need for the week. That's that because I don't know. Today is the 27th. I don't know what's going to happen on the 31st, but I know that my husband got stuck in traffic because he left work too late. They said they shut everything down the night before and they called a state of emergency and his job didn't close. And instead of them saying leave early before the snow start, he leaves at 4 o'clock when the snow is heavy. He gets stuck for like 7 hours on 75. My poor uncle, he was at dialysis and he got finished at 1:30. He got home at 11:45 p.m. Yeah, it was nuts. And this just happened. This was like last week. So we know now when they say go, we need to go. And when they say state of emergency, we need to stay put. So that's it. But anyway, I got a great show for you today. I'm talking about video, creating video news for your site. Let me tell you something. I've been doing this for a long time, and what I've learned is that if you have the capacity to take advantage of all the tools and resources and strategies that I talk about on here, please by all means do so because they're only going to help you in your business. And my goal is to make sure that I provide you value so that you can take your business to the next level. And the way to do that is by sharing information that I've learned and the things that I do in my business. So for those of you who are listening to for the first time, Good Morning Gwinnett is a podcast and a news site that I started, man, in 2018. Yeah, wait, this is 7 years. This is my seventh year. I can't believe it. But I vowed when I started this show, I vowed that I would not stop it. Right. And I really love doing it. So I've started podcasts before. I've never started a news site. So this was my first time. I think I started the news site in 2020 or 21 or something. But I had a regular blog site and then it crashed. It crashed at the top of 2020. I was on Weebly and the site crashed and I couldn't get it back up. And I just decided, you know what? If Huffington Post can build a multi-million dollar, if not billion-dollar news outlet on WordPress, then I need to be on WordPress. So I listen. You take inspiration from the people who have done the thing that you've done, right? I looked at HuffPost as my North Star. I want to be like HuffPost, but here's the thing. I kind of flopped a little bit because be like HuffPost for Gwinnett County, and I'm like, we already got Gwinnett Daily News, and I hate doing the news, like for real. But I felt like this would be my thing. But I love doing what I'm doing now, talking to you about business and technology. And on the website, there is local news. So you got business, technology, money, and then local news. That's on the website. I don't talk about it on the show anymore because it just doesn't feed my soul. And I'm not doing too many things that doesn't feed my soul these days. So this feeds my soul, which is why I'm here. Now let's get to the topic. Why videos matter for company news. Now, if your company is doing anything, and I do mean anything, you should be sharing it with the world. You know how many people I talk to and they've done some amazing things, and I'll say something like, "Did you issue a press release?" And they was like, "Nah." And I'm like, "Why? You should always issue a press release when you got news coming out. Always. Because this is how you stay relevant in front of people. This is how you drive more traffic back to your site. I can't tell you the number of opportunities I have been given because I put out a press release. Right? I got big news that's coming up next month, which is next week, really, and I'm going to put out a press release, a national press release. It's probably going to be global because it's big news. And so I want people to know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. But here's the thing, when people write about you and talk about you, that links back to your website, which drives traffic. So you want to get as much traffic back to your website as possible. So you want to put news out there. Here's the other thing too. If you have company news going on all the time and you have a LinkedIn page, a little video for it and put it on your LinkedIn page to drive traffic back to your website. Now, I'm guilty, haven't done that. However, I am going to start doing it because I have so many media channels. I got Talk Business with Audrey, that's a video channel on YouTube. I got the Bookpreneur, that's a video channel. I have so many video channels. So I haven't done this thing, which is put my company news on LinkedIn. Now I'm going to do that because um LinkedIn is loving video right now. It's loving video, and I need to put more original content, more original video on LinkedIn so it can help me rank Good Morning Gwinnett. So and other things that I'm doing, like the chamber, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber, which I'm the president of, it's going to help you rank. So I just wanted to give you a rundown about why you should have company news on in video format. And here's a great thing about the tools we have right now. If you want to put video and you say, Audrey, I don't want to be on video, I don't have anybody that want to be on video, there is a tool called HeyGen. And you've probably heard me talk about it before, but it's called HeyGen, Gen, HeyGen. And you can go there and get an avatar, and all that avatar talks about is your company news. All you gotta do is program it for like maybe 30 seconds or a minute, and you can do these can be short pieces of news. It doesn't have to be like a 30-minute episode. It can be very short news talking about something that happened, and you can do this every day or you can do it weekly, whatever, but you want to put the news out there and put it out there in video. Then set up a YouTube channel for it. So if your company is doing great things, it should be your company name on the YouTube channel. Good Morning Gwinnett has its own YouTube channel. I got some video, but I got mostly all audio. The good thing about YouTube is now it has its own podcasting tab. So it has podcasting up there. So that's what my Good Morning Gwinnett content goes into the podcast tab on YouTube. But if you're going to create content, video content for your website of your company news, you want to put it on YouTube. And the reason you want to put it on YouTube is because Google owns YouTube. And then you take the YouTube video and embed it into your website. Now, that being said, let me just say this full disclosure. When you embed a YouTube video on your site, chances are other content is going to float, is going to come up in the video. Let me tell you what happened last week. So I have a client. I do a newsletter for her every other week. I got a couple of clients that I do stuff bi-weekly for. But we publish, so Noise Media Network is my parent company, and we create content for people. So I created a newsletter for her. So what happens with my clients? They become my friends. It's the craziest thing. I don't think I've ever had a client that didn't become a friend. I had some clients that became a friend that now we just don't get along for their reasons. And it was the crazy thing about the two that I'm talking about. They are the same horoscope sign. So now I know with those people, I have to tread very lightly. Like they can't come into my space. I ain't trying to go into theirs. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Got a client, and she's a part of a company, and she sent me a text message, and she said, I am so upset, I'm going to quit this company. I just don't believe in the things that they believe in. I can't believe that they have that on their website. And she's like, please take a look at the video and call me as soon as possible, right? So I go to she said, please just take a look at what he said in the video. So I'm looking at the video. I go to the people's website. I'm looking at the video. I'm like, hey, what did he say? Like, the video looks fine. So I call. I said, hey. I said, well, tell me what you saw. Cause I said, tell me what I'm looking for. She said, look at the video. I looked at the video. I said, okay, I'm looking at it. She said, do you see it? I said, see what? What he has in the video. I said, I don't see anything. It's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't agree with. I said, in his video, I said, tell me what you're seeing. So she described what she was saying. What she was actually saying was things that she had looked up on YouTube and now was a part of her feed. So when she looked at the video that the guy had produced for his company that was embedded on the company's website, when she looked at that, it played the video, but then the next video after that was something that she had looked up previously in her search on YouTube. So it showed up in his like after the video, but that's what YouTube does. So if you go to YouTube, like right now, when I looked at it, I didn't see the stuff she saw. I saw all of the people that I watch on video on YouTube every day. You can't really control that because that's how YouTube makes its money. So YouTube provides you with a space to put the video, the power to put the video, this free platform where people can find you because those videos show up in somebody's feed, your video can show up in somebody's feed if it's worded right and if it's optimized right, all that good stuff. So I had to explain to her that the reason you're seeing those videos in your newsfeed on his website after you played his video was because you looked at something in those spaces once upon a time. So now YouTube is showing you more of what you looked at. Now, I shared that with you because I want you to understand that if you're going to embed videos from YouTube on your site, they're going to help you rank better because Google owns YouTube. That's the top. That's the bottom line. Google owns YouTube. That's going to help you rank better. However, other people's videos that you have watched in the past could show up in the feed on your website. So if someone goes to your website to look at company news, they're going to see your video first, but whatever follows after that is going to be what they looked up, what they watched on YouTube before. So you just need to know it's not what you watched on YouTube, it's what they watched on YouTube because now YouTube is showing them more of what they're looking at, if that makes sense. So I hope that makes sense. Now, why does company new video matters for company news? Well, video captures the attention faster than anything else. That's what studies have shown. Studies have shown that people retain 95% of a message when they're watching the video. Hence why TV is so important, why TV is so popular, and I don't care what we do, it's probably never going anywhere. Now, people read content and it's at 10%. But night video, 95%. Very important. So when reporting your company news using video, it helps ensure that your audience can understand and remember the information that you are sharing with them. So that's really important. You want your brand to be in burned into their memory so that when they see your colors, your name, your videos, they want to watch it. So that's why you want to do it. It's higher engagement rates. It's going to give you that. It also humanizes your brand. Now, that being said, I just said use AI. But here's the thing about using AI as a brand ambassador for your company. When I say AI, I'm talking about AI avatars that you will find on HeyGen. If you don't like being on video, at least you have something. And here's the other thing: the AI videos look really, really good these days. And the further we get along in this industry, the better it's going to become. Some of them are almost undetectable as AI. It's the craziest thing, but that's where we're going. But it humanizes your brand. So if you got your avatar that you either used on now, you can create your own. I created an avatar for one of my channels. I think I went to Leonardo. I told it what I wanted. And then when I did that, I went over there and I put her in HeyGen and she was talking. I did it twice. I did it for my book cover. Like the image on my book cover, I did it for her. She was talking and she was pitching like something that I was doing, but it gives your brand, it humanizes your brand. It also showcases that your business culture, your leadership. Now, your leadership and your employees, that's got to be human stuff because if you are the one leading the company, then you want to be in the video. If you don't want to be in the video, you may get an employee to say, "Hey, I'll do it for you." They become the ambassador for your company. So just understand that if they leave, that person is gone, but that doesn't mean you can't get somebody else, and it makes your brand relatable and trustworthy. Like people do business with people they like and know. I know that sounds like a cliche, but it's the truth. Business is built on relationships, and I learned that. I used to think that it was all transactional, and it is once you build a relationship, but you have to create those relationships first. And video is a great way to do that. And if you have video news on your website on a constant basis, that's a great way to do that. Now, for the Gwinnett Women's Chamber, I'm definitely going to implement that this year because that's one of the things that we don't have is a news button on the channel, and I put out a bunch of news. But I'm going to implement that this year so that people can go there and check out company news, and it's going to be video and text, but it's going to have video embedded. All right. It also, I talked about this earlier, it really does improve your SEO. Search engines favor video, leading to higher rankings in the search engines, which we want. And I used to be scared to put video on my site because I thought it was going to slow it down. But what I've learned is that when you embed YouTube videos and Vimeo videos, it does not slow your site down. Now, if you put in a HTML video, it's going to slow it down a little bit, but not much. But I would say if you don't want YouTube videos on your channel, if you don't want YouTube videos on your channel, you can always use Vimeo, because Vimeo, there's no ads that run on there. There are no ads that run on Vimeo videos. That's one of the things about it. So YouTube, your channel is free, right? Your channel is free on YouTube. So YouTube has to make its money, so it runs ads, right? And because it run ad, it can run other stuff in the thing on your channel. That's why they see the ads. But with Vimeo, you pay a subscription, and when you pay that annual subscription, they don't run ads on your video. So if you want clean, a video that's clean on your website with no ads ran, you can use something like Vimeo, or you can just embed the raw video into your site. That could slow your site down a little bit if you do the raw video into your site. But if you use YouTube and Vimeo, you're gonna be leveraging their power of storage. It's not gonna take up. It's not gonna slow your site down, right? So that's important to understand. I had Vimeo for so many years since 2013, but what I realized is that I really wasn't using it. Like I really wasn't using it effectively. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really using this channel. Like I'm paying this money every year and they keep going up on the fees. I'm like, I'm not really using it. Like, what's the and they did something. I forgot what it was. Something they did this year. And I was like, why would I keep paying for this if it's gonna be like YouTube? It was something that they did. So I did renew my membership with them. But they are still good if you don't want to have ads that run inside your video on your video channel. All right, I'm gonna go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of how to leverage video for company news on your website. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Lately I've been walking slow, tracing steps from long ago. Memories like whispers in the wind. Used to hold on to the past, thought those moments had to last. But I know my story's just beginning. The sun is rising, feel it on my skin. A brand new chapter, let the light rush in. I won't let yesterday keep calling me, 'cause tomorrow's where I'm meant to be. Never look back, no, I'm moving on. Leave the pain behind me, let the hurt be gone. The road ahead is golden, the past can't hold me down. Never look back, I'm on solid ground. Once upon a time I feared the change, thought my heart would break if I walked away. But love ain't love if it keeps you caged, so I spread my wings, now I'm flying free. The sun is rising, feel it on my skin. A brand new chapter, let the light rush in. I won't let yesterday keep calling me, 'cause tomorrow's where I'm meant to be. Never look back, no, I'm moving on. Leave the pain behind me, let the hurt be gone. The road ahead is golden, the past can't hold me down. Never look back, I'm on solid ground. Every tear, every lesson, every fall I had to take made me wiser, made me stronger. No regrets, just give me faith. I'll keep stepping, I'll keep breathing, I'll keep reaching for the sky. Ain't no shadows where I'm going, only love and open eyes. Never look back, no, I'm moving on. Leave the pain behind me, let the hurt be gone. The road ahead is golden, the past can't hold me down. Never look back, I'm on solid ground. Ooh.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen, you're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. I'm your host, Audrey Bell-Kearney. Today I'm talking about how to leverage video for company news. And I was talking about how it boosts your SEO on your website, which is really great. The other thing that you could think about too is videos increases click through rates, right? Like videos 2 to 300%, the click through rates increase. That is huge. That's huge. That's huge. Now let me say this. At the end of each video on YouTube, there's something called an end card. You can put an end card and people can click the end card to get to the next video. The same thing is over on Vimeo, but what I like about Vimeo is that you can put a link to your website at the end of the video, and when they click that link, it goes to your video, your website. So that's pretty cool too. That was a feature that I used to really like about that, because if you're trying to drive traffic, if your goal for creating a video is for you to drive traffic back to the website, that's a great opportunity to do that. Now, the other thing about Vimeo that you may like is that Vimeo is like more like a storytelling. YouTube is a learning search engine. That's what I, because I go there to learn, right? It's a news, it's a learn. You go there to learn stuff. That's what people are going there for. I find that Vimeo is more of entertainment. So if you're trying to create like an entertainment video channel, you can do it on YouTube too, but I feel like Vimeo, that's what they're known for. Like they were started by filmmakers who was trying to promote their films. They created this amazing platform where you could do on demand, where people could sell their films. Like you can go there and sell video trainings on Vimeo on demand, and get paid. Like that's how they, because that's how you make your money. Like they don't put ads on your videos. So you can make money from selling your own content on their website, which I thought was pretty cool. um you can, so those links are really good, because if you got a link in your video, 2 to 300% increase in click-through rates, I can't argue with that. I don't know about you, I think that's pretty doggone cool. You know what I'm saying? It also encourages social sharing. So think about this, and whenever I see something funny, I normally share funny videos, but I would share it, and guess what, videos are shared 1,200%. Like that's a lot. Like videos, people send me, my nephew, my husband, my daughter. We send videos all day long because it's something somebody has seen that's funny, disgusting, or thought provoking, and we'll share it. So, 1,200%. That's how. That's why I keep saying social sharing is so cool, right? Think about that for a second. Somebody has sent you a video before. You were sitting home and somebody said, "Check this video out." Right? But that's what video does. So if you think about what you're creating, is it content that's going to educate, entertain, cause conflict, cause emotions, whatever it is? I got a video, and it's a song video. It's pinned inside of my notes that I listen to in the morning. Like that video is a TikTok video that somebody sent me that I really like, and it's something that I use to wake up in the morning, and I go to my notes inside of my iPhone, and it's pinned to the top of all my notes, and I got about almost 1,500 notes in my phone. So because I don't want to scroll and look for it, it's pinned at the top, and so I just hit the pin. I just hit the note, open it up, tap the video, pin the side of the note, and it takes me to TikTok, which is where the video is housed, and I listen to the video, on morning. So video is powerful. People could be pending your video. Now that video's probably got so many views from me because I listen to it again and again because I like the video, because it's pinned. Listen to what I just said. The video is pinned inside of my notes on my iPhone. So when I want to listen to it, which I do in the mornings, I tap the video. It takes me back to that person's YouTube channel where I now again listen to the entire video 3 times. They're getting the numbers because I'm doing that. And it's okay because the video is serving a purpose in my life. If you create content that serve a purpose in people's life, they will share it, and they will keep listening to it, and they will keep sharing it. So videos get shared 1,200% more than text and images posts combined, which is nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Um, video can also improve your conversion rates. Now, if you're selling something on your website, you got a product or service, videos on the landing page are 80% more likely to convert, which is pretty nice. If your website includes company news updates in the video format alongside text-based content, you increase the likelihood of visitors engaging further, signing up for like your newsletters or making a purchase. Now, for me, if you go to Good Morning Gwinnett, I want people to buy stuff. Now, I don't have any video on the site, but I got a lot of content. Now I feel like I need to put more video because I'm thinking about that because I used to have video on. But okay, let me say this because video can be a little time consuming. I I host this show 4 days a week. And because I do that, and Fridays is like my off day, and I'm really kind of figuring out, do I really want to be off on Fridays? So Fridays and Saturdays. Um, but because I create so much content, for me, creating that much video is a lot. But I may have to think about doing it, and I have thought about doing it, and I've thought about doing it in a very strategic way, like the 6 a.m. news, which means I got to be up at 5 to put out a video about 6 a.m. news. So I'm thinking long and hard about that. I haven't made up my mind just yet. However, I want people to stay on the website. I want people to, and I may just do 6 a.m. news. God, that means I got to get up at like 5 o'clock. But the clip is small. Like it's not gonna be like I got to. It's not like a long clip. It's like the 6 a.m. news for Gwinnett County. And I may do that because I want to improve my conversion rates. I want to get more people purchasing the things off my website, and I want them to sign up for my newsletter and all that good stuff. So that's one of the things I have not leveraged yet, but I create a lot of content, a lot of video content for my TikToks. Like my nephew called me yesterday. He said, "What's your Instagram?" And I was like, I told him what it was. Good morning, Gwinnett. He goes, "You need a personal Instagram, like should be like Audrey Bell-Kearney." I'm like, why? Like I got 5 Instagram channels. Like that's too many already. But I got a lot of video on my Bookpreneur TikTok channel, like a lot. I have a lot of video on my Bookpreneur YouTube channel, like a lot. And I probably could take that content and turn it into a newsletter as well. So anyway, it improves your conversion rates, and it also improves time spent on your website. It really does. Because people have to stay there and watch it. And if your video is good, they'll watch it. And if it's really good and they gotta take notes, they'll rewatch it. Well, how do I know that? Because I do it all the time. Like I will rewatch something because I'm writing notes. Yes, I will. So you want to keep people on your website longer. Um, and it's been known that it's 80 people spend 88% more time on your website when you got video. Yep. And the long engagement time signals the search engine that the content is valuable, improving your search rankings and increasing your visibility on your website. See how powerful that is? Ah, God, I think I got to figure out how to put this content in. I got to figure out what I'm going to make the video about. Maybe it'll be I doubt it's going to be 6 a.m. news because I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock. I'm not doing it. Now, let's talk about the tools that you can use. I use 11 Labs all the time. That's when it's like when you listen to the intro and the outro of this show, the voice that you hear on with 11 Labs. I'm now in the process of cloning my own voice, which is strange because for some reason, when you listen to my show and I go back and try to clone my voice, the people don't understand what I'm saying, which is the craziest thing. And maybe I got the outro on the end. I need to go back and listen to the audio. Anyway, I use 11 Labs for voices, different voices, and 11 Labs has some really good voices that sound super realistic, like really. Like you can use 11 Labs to create the audio for what you want, and then you can power that with HeyGen. Now HeyGen does have a audio voice created built in. I just happen to like 11 Labs better. I just do. I like 11 Labs better because I like the fact that it sounds so human. It's crazy. Like some of the things you can't hardly tell that it's not human. Like every now and again, you might hear some little robotic sound, but your ear has to be trained to hear that. To a person who does not have a trained audio ear, yeah, that's something. A trained. There are people who listen for stuff because they have a trained audio ear, like the sounds and the music and the way the tempo is and this and that. I'm not trained like that, but because I listen to a lot of AI, I can when the AI does a little robotic thing, I can hear it. Most people are not going to hear that. They don't care though. They want to know if you're giving them great information. So I use 11 Labs a lot, and you can use your own voice if you want to. For some reason, it's not recognizing my voice and the voice that I added, so I got to figure out why that is. But you can clone your voice. You can, if you got somebody in the office who you like their voice better, you can ask them, can you clone their voice? All of these different kind of things, and then you can also go in there and change the emotion controls. Now, I don't, I don't do that too much, like mess around with the emotions, but I did do it on the voice that you hear on the intro and outro just a little bit because I needed his voice to sound just a little bit. And it's crazy because when I hear that voice, I can almost visualize what his mouth looks like when he's speaking. It's crazy. Like I don't know if you can visualize what my mouth may look like while I'm talking, but when I hear his name is Terrell, when I hear Terrell's voice, I can almost visualize. I can visualize his mouth, the way it's moving, and his tongue, like the way he. I can visualize that when he's speaking, and it's AI. So you can control those because 11 Labs have like it has like tools inside to help you make it more realistic. You can add it, make it a little bit deeper, a little bit lighter, things like that, which I love. The other thing I love about it is you can go in there and have different versions of something in different languages. Yeah. Now, let's fast forward. YouTube has this now built in. So if you create content on your website, videos, YouTube is going to take that and translate it for you automatically, which is so freaking nice. So nice. What does that mean for you? That means that your content has now been opened up to more people around the world because now they can listen to it in their own language without you having to go and do anything different. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. When you put videos on your website, it reduces the bounce rate. Bounce rate refers to the percentage of visitors who leave your site after viewing only one page. They will stay on your site longer, and that way you won't get it as a bounce, right? Embedding videos encourage visitors to stay longer on the site and explore additional content, which you want them. My website is full of content. I want them to stick around because Google is saying, hey, and Bing and all those guys, they're saying if they stayed on the site for like 15 minutes, they must really like the content on there. And let me tell you something. When you start to look at your analytics and your data from your videos and your website, you can get excited because people are real. Like I looked at my data one month, I think I had like 20,000 visitors. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. What happened, right? Is it because I have never had that before. So because of the content that I'm producing now and how I'm producing it, I get way more visitors. I really have to figure out now how to embed you videos. I got to figure that out because that was something new that I'm sharing, but I'm learning that for myself. Like I know video is powerful. I create a lot of it, but I didn't understand how powerful it was embedded into your website. Now I do have videos embedded on the site. I have a lot of them, but I need to be more intentional about the videos that I have. Like if you go and look at like older shows, I got videos on. If you could find it, like I took some of the pages, I hid some of the menu items, but they have a ton of videos on relationships and all that stuff. And I was like, nah, I don't want all that on the site. I want it to be a business, money, and tech site. So I'm gonna hide those pages. But if you had seen the site before, I had a ton of videos about lifestyle and this and that. So, oh, I know what I could do. I just figured it out, y'all. I just figured it out. I'm gonna have money videos. That's what I'm gonna do. And I might have some news videos too. Yes. And I'm gonna put them all on YouTube. All on YouTube. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so it reduces the bounce rates and it also supports accessibility and inclusivity. Video content with captions, like when you look at a lot of my bookpreneur videos, they all have captions. Why? Because some people they can they may be at work and they just want to see what you're saying, but they can't turn the volume up. So the caption is they're there for them to read. Transcripts to ensure that that all visitors can read can do the content. That's why when I do the show, there's always an article to accompany the show because somebody may be listening to me right now, but they may want to go and read it. So they can listen to the show and then they can go back and get the full article that's 2,000 and something words on Good Morning Gwinnett website. When I come to you guys, you're getting the abbreviated version of what's on the website. So in about 10 minutes after the show, the website goes live with the full article. It gives you all of this content that I did not cover on the show because that would make me sit here 2 hours or more. Because 2,000 and something words is very long. That's a lot of content. But as I sit here and talk to you, I feel like there is a way for me to do things a little bit different. See, this is what I'm talking. You got to be liquid, y'all. You got to be liquid. You need to be able to change on a dime. I'm telling you about video because I create a lot for my other channels, but I don't create a lot for this channel. But as I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm like, wait a minute, I could do this. In my mind, I'm thinking 6 a.m. news. I can do money videos. I can do some tech briefings. I can go and take other folks' video it's a lot I can do. And I'm thinking about how to do that. I just had another good idea. But anyway, video is good for your website, and I wanted you to understand that. And if you got company news, start a company news website. Now let me say this: having video as a part of your content marketing branding strategy is a science, and it's not a big science, but you need to understand things like the type of thumbnail you're going to put out. You need to understand how to optimize the description, how to optimize the titles, what to put on the end card, all of these different things, right? But what I will tell you is that there is a tool called vidIQ, and whenever I go and upload videos to my channels, vidIQ will give me a title score, just like on here, just like on my website. Like when I do articles on my website, I get a score. Like right now, my title for this score is a 63. It's not. It's in the orange. It's not in the. It's not in the green. I need that to be at least 70 in the green. So I got to go back and retweak the title. The same thing goes for your videos. Your titles are important. Your thumbnails are important. Now, what I've learned over the last probably year, thumbnails are important, but I've seen some ugly thumbnails. I'm like, really? But the videos have so much traffic to them, but the titles are great. So the titles are is the most, in my opinion, the titles are the most important thing, not the font. Because I saw a video the other day, the font was ugly. I'm talking about ugly, ugly, and he had thousands and thousands and thousands of views. I'm like, that is a ugly thumbnail. But the title was a good title, but the font was horrible. It was like some kind of black and white. It was ugly. But the video had a lot of views. So you want to make sure that your title is hot. The way to do that is to think about what your company is doing, right? Look at what's happening in your industry. Look at what your company is doing, your company news, and create titles based on your company news and what you're doing in the industry that's trending, right? And then turn it into your title. And then you can do that by going to YouTube and just searching like your industry. And if your company is doing something, like type in what your news is about. Go to whatever your news is about for your company. Go to YouTube, type that thing. And so let's say, for instance, right now, good morning, Gwinnett. Let's say I am about to add video to my website, right? I will go to YouTube and put maybe add video to a news site and see what they're saying about that. Create my title, and then come back and create my content. Because and then I'm not just any title. I need to see videos that are doing really really well. Like they have like thousands and thousands, maybe millions of views. I need that title. So what I did for this show, I looked at all of the things that I know about and all the things I wanted to learn about, and I created a list of titles. So I have a list of songs. I have a list of money articles. And what I did was I went to ChatGPT and I said, "Hey, give me titles, podcast titles that will rank well in Google search engines." That's what I asked it, and it gave me all of these great titles for money, for my songs, for the articles, all of these great titles, and that's what I'm doing. So I look at stuff that I like, and I look at stuff that I have seen, because I'll see something and I was like, that was a great episode, and then I'll say, hey, give me 25 titles based around this thing. I love technology, so I'm always looking. Like I looked at a bunch of tech this morning, um, from CES, and I'm like, I'm going to CES next year. That's a consumer electronics show. I'm going next year. I didn't go this year, but I'm going next year because the gadgets that they have is just amazing. So if I want to talk about that, I would just say, hey, I want to, and I'm gonna talk about that because that's tech. But I will go over there and see what's trending, and then I'll come back and I'll create a title based on that, and then I'll put that out. So that's how you get your titles. I know it feels like I'm rambling, but go back and listen to the episode again. If not, just go to the website. Everything is on the website, goodmorninggwinnett.com. The article is there. It's a long article. It has way more content than I'm sharing here. So I want you to be able to just get the information, because I want you to have a good business, like like me. Like I'm building a media empire. That is my goal, and most of the things that I talk about on this show, I do. Some of the things I learn as I go. Some of the things I've forgotten. Like I wrote a whole book about video. It's on Amazon. But I forgot about the whole embed and the YouTube traffic thing. So, and I got a whole bunch of video on this site. But the pages are hitting because I was like, it's not the goal going for with Good Morning Gwinnett anymore. I don't want all of that stuff. Because it was a lifestyle site. It was a Gwinnett lifestyle site. I had a lot of lifestyle content. I was like, I don't want to do that. So now it's a business and tech site with local news. All right, I hope this was helpful. If I sound like I was rambling, please forgive me. My mind is going on 90 miles an hour, but I want to bring you great content. If you listen to the show and you feel like you need some more clarity, go to the website, goodmorninggwinnett.com. The entire article is there to be posted 10 minutes after the show. So all you got to do is go, um, After I end this show, because I'm about to go end the show in a few minutes, I'm about to go to my last song. Go and just read the article. It's a lot of great information. All right. All right, I'm going to my last song, and then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I used to think small, just enough to get by. But I saw the stars shining bright in the sky. I heard a voice deep inside of my soul saying, baby girl, don't you settle, go bold. Now I'm reaching higher, I'm breaking through. No limits, no fear, nothing I can't do. I was made for greatness, yeah, it's in my veins. A queen with a vision, I can't be contained. Dream bigger, go further, touch the sky. Ain't no stopping me, I was born to fly. Turn the struggle to a song, let my light shine strong. Dream bigger, oh, dream bigger. They said it's too hard, said the road was too long, but I kept my head high, kept my faith so strong. Every setback's just a setup for more. I'm built for this life, I was meant to soar. Now I'm reaching higher, I'm breaking through. No limits, no fear, nothing I can't do. I was made for greatness, yeah, it's in my veins. A queen with a vision, I can't be contained. Dream bigger, go further, touch the sky. Ain't no stopping me, I was born to fly. Turn the struggle to a song, let my light shine strong. Dream bigger, oh, dream bigger. Nothing's gonna hold me down. I'm walking in my purpose now. Dream bigger, go further, touch the sky. Oh, yeah. Ain't no stopping me, I was born to fly. Turn the struggle to a song, let my light shine strong. Dream bigger, oh, dream bigger.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. Here it goes. It says, don't let yesterday keep calling you. Oh, child. That was in the first song. Go back and listen to the song. Never look back. In that song, she said, don't let yesterday keep calling you. Never look back. Oh, my God. I was like, don't let yesterday keep calling you. When I heard that, I was like, oh, my God. That's my closing for the day. Listen. The future is ahead of us. The present is right now and the past is behind us. Stop living in the past. Stop letting yesterday keep calling you. You got big things to achieve. But you can't achieve those things if you keep looking backwards. You know why? Because you can't see where you're going. So I want you to make a commitment to yourself that you will not let yesterday keep calling you. Stop. Because you got things you want to accomplish. You know why? Because you said them. I want to accomplish this thing. What do you January 1, we all made resolutions, plan, goals, intentions, whatever the thing you decided to do. And you said this is what you want to happen this year, right? Here's the thing you keep looking behind you because what didn't happen yesterday, it didn't happen. It didn't work out, whatever the case, keep going forward. Stop letting yesterday keep calling you. You got to move forward. You got big dreams. You got to take action. You got to execute. You got to get around positive people. You got to educate yourself. You got to invest in yourself. All of these things. And I know it sounds daunting, but here's the thing. You can do it because guess what? God gave you the dream. He gave you the dream to dream bigger about. Not me, not anybody else. Yesterday can't help you. It can teach you, but it can't help you move forward. Well, maybe it can because it's teaching you the lesson, but it can't teach you if all you do is focus on it. So my challenge for you today is stop. Stop. Don't let yesterday keep holding you back. Move forward. I want to meet you guys. I want to know what you're doing out there. I really do. And I'm gonna plan something, and hopefully we can get together at a meetup somewhere. But until that time, thank you for listening. You could be anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 45 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. If you missed any episodes of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Good Morning Gwinnett. I would love to talk to you. I would love to become your friend. You know, I like friends. I do. Real friends. Like no fake friends. Real friends. All right, all right. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Gwinnett, where we bring AI innovation to the heart of your local business. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to support the show for only $5.99 a month. Just click the support link in the show notes. Your contribution helps keep this show running and your business growing. Missed an episode or want to catch up on local news? Visit us anytime at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Until next time, stay innovative on your grind.